Welcome back. The glamorous girl herself actually tried crochet hair from Amazon, and do I actually recommend it? Stay tuned for my honest opinion, but honey, I'll have full details in the description box along with timestamps, so check that out below. But make sure you keep on watching because this is about to get good. I'm trying out the anti-slip crochet cap, which honestly could change the game for a lot of us because it's very different. And one of the ways in which it differs is that it has this plastic band situated at the center of the elastic band, and it spans the entire circumference. When I tell you this grip is something intense and serious, if you've ever lost your wig, you can kiss those days goodbye, because this band is going to hold you down. It keeps the cap in place. And because of the anti-slip band, the elastic band is a little bit wider, coming in at about 1 inch in comparison to the standard crochet cap, which is about 1/2 inch. But this does make the cap fit a little bit more snug. And if you don't believe me, when you are placing your cap onto your canvas blockhead, you will notice resistance, and that is because of that plastic band. But when you insert your T-pins, place them at the base of the elastic band so as to not puncture the anti-slip band. The great thing about ordering crochet hair from Amazon is that you get a one-pack solution, so everything that you need comes in one package. Definitely make sure to inspect the hair. I'm taking it out of the package and shaking it intensely. I want to see what's falling out. I want to feel how the fibers feel against my skin, because sometimes there is possible irritation and allergy concerns. We're going to clarify this hair, something I highly recommend, because again, this is intended for a client, so I have to take all necessary precautions. The clarifying process is pretty straightforward. Take your favorite shampoo. This has rosemary and mint, so it'll smell nice and fresh. And I'm adding hot water to a plastic container. This container is bomb, and I'll link it below because I definitely want you guys to have separate containers for your hair. It's a great practice. And what helps to clarify the hair is the presence of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons. You can go up to 1/4 cup if you need to, but you want to make sure that you have enough apple cider vinegar to remove that coating that sits on top of synthetic hair fibers. And you guys can see I'm keeping the hair onto the elastic gold ribbon, which is really important. It helps to keep the curls intact and reduce frizz. I'm introducing a little bit of cool water because I don't want this shampoo bath to be too hot, because that could compromise the texture of the hair. I allowed this to soak for approximately 30 minutes, and that was sufficient as long as you are agitating the hair during the process. After this, you want to thoroughly rinse the hair and then allow it to air dry. I let it air dry for about 6 to 7 hours. Now you guys can see the hair is a lot less shiny, so we've definitely clarified the hair, making it safe to install. And these curls are springy, okay? I love how they look. And when you separate them, you can separate them anywhere from 1 to 2 times. Going beyond that could increase the amount of frizz. If you like that look, go ahead, do your thing. The cool thing about this cap is that it has the diamond shaped holes across the elastic band, but that means you have to be a little bit more careful because you don't want to rip them. You can go up to as much as 3 times when you knot the hair. Because this cap has more holes, you might be inclined to think that you should install more hair, but you want to create more space between the rows, especially when you're working at the back. Now this hair is super inexpensive and you honestly may not even need to use all of the packs. To be honest, some of the curls in the pack, they did frizz a little bit too much for my liking, so I did discard them. So keep that in mind. You may encounter pieces you will not use. And the brick layering method is what I recommend so that you don't overcrowd or pack hair too closely together. You should begin to place your rows closer together as you move towards the crown, because that's the widest part of the head. Again, this takes me like no time. I've been making wigs for a very long time, but one pack of hair covers a lot of the cap surface, which is good. I'm thinking about cost effectiveness. This is definitely for the girls, okay? Now, think about latch hooks. I'll link a latch hook set below that I want you all to purchase if you are making wigs, because the size of your latch hook should sometimes change across the surface of your cap. I found that the latch hook was snugging on the holes around the elastic band, so I switched to a smaller latch hook. One, to keep the holes intact and not create any tears, and also it's a lot smoother. The hook just glides against the material so much more easily. But if this is something that you're interested in pursuing, definitely get a latch hook set. The variety pack, the 10-piece pack, is ideal. You will be able to crochet any and every type of synthetic fiber, human hair fiber, with no problem. I'm really glad that this particular client had an interest in purchasing hair from Amazon because, one, the product is a lot more accessible to a larger demographic, so more of my viewers can actually purchase this hair. You can get this exact same look by purchasing the exact hair that I link in the description box. So this is what I love to see. So I'm glad they put me on. And if I could say so myself, just put this video on in the background while you're making your units. I'm telling you, it'll be the perfect guide as you find your rhythm. I finished the entire unit. A lot of hair, and my client is not one for a lot of hair. So we're going to do a transformation of the sort. I could probably crochet less hair, but there's ways to get around the fuller look. And this is by trimming the hair. I always start with the bang. This client, she doesn't like hair in her face, so we have particular measurements. I keep those in mind. There will be a final cut to frame her face because I do style this unit on her head. I already showed her the color. She was in love. I love when people just trust my vision, they trust my execution. But this is why customization is so critical. It can change the entire look. Look at that before and after. Framing the face could create a unit that complements your face shape, you know, more appropriately or to your liking. But if you are someone who loves huge hair, go big, go all the way. But what do we think? Definitely let me know your thoughts. Give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate this tutorial. I love sharing my skill, my craft, and I appreciate your support. Share this with your homeboys and your homegirls. And if you decide to do this, definitely let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you in the next one. And until then, take care.